Hello, my name's James. I'm a portrait photographer from Portsmouth in the UK, and I welcome you to my studio for this latest training video. We're going to show you how to photograph a championship belt. And we've got a real wrestling champion in the studio today in the name of Tommy Carl. Here he is. Say hi.
Hello.
Here he is, and he is the Ignite Wrestling Champion. Look at that, Ignite Wrestling. Check it out. Where is it based?
Boreham Woods.
Boreham Woods, the wrestling promotion of choice for the Boreham Wood area. And what we're going to do today is we're going to photograph their champion and make him look like a superstar with just a single light, just one light to get a classically lit portrait. And then we're going to show you how we hold the championship belt for best effect. And then we're going to show you how we can add a little bit of sizzle to the steak and really make that belt sing and be the hero of the picture. Now, for the reference that we use on how to photograph a championship belt properly, we are going to use, well, the only champion you should use in this instance. That's Bret Hart. He is the standard bearer for all things wrestling. He's also the standard bearer for all things in life. And in all of Bret Hart pictures with his championship belt, he holds the belt in a certain way. We're going to showcase that, what that is to you now. We're going to pop the belt up on your shoulder here, just up on there, nice and simple. And we can see that if we're holding the belt this way round, if we're reading from left to right, as we're looking at it there, we are reading Champion, Wrestling Pro, Ignite. We don't want to read that way round. We want to read round Ignite, Wrestling Pro, Champion. So we're going to flip it round the other way. And there we are. Everything is in the right order for us to read naturally, not only from left to right, but on that slight angle, we're actually reading from the I up to Ignite, Wrestling Pro up to Wrestling Pro, and Champion up to Champion. So that's the way round that we want to hold this belt here. As I said, we're going to use a single light source. We've dropped everything down on this blue background. I want a nice dark background because remember, I'm going for a classically lit portrait, classical lighting to do something just a little bit different. And we've got our massive octabox, the 1.35 135 octabox here, the Elinchrom octabox. And we're just going to bring it into position here. 45 degrees round, 45 degrees up, and 45 degrees down, as we normally do for most of our the start of most of our portraits. Real simple place. Just a reminder, you're running a line here, as we can see wide, from the top of the unit there, all the way through the middle, all the way through the middle of the softbox, and that line should just be coming down just above Tommy's eye level there, as if mimicking the sun on, well, with a big softbox on a cloudy day. So we're going to pop that in position there, and we're just going to get Tommy just to look straight towards us as we take the photograph here. Check out the lights. We're shooting on a Canon EOS R6 24-105 lens. That's my workhorse lens in studio. Gives me a wide angle and I can go reasonably close on it here. And we're shooting this portrait here today, ISO 100. I'm going to shoot in RAW to maintain most of the detail. I'm going to shoot around about f8 for this portrait. And we're going to go for 1/160th of a second, just standard shutter speed sync. And we're just going to go in nice and close, looking straight towards me, just for the first shot here. 3, 2, and 1. All the lights working in unison, and there we go. Classically lit portrait, real simple, easy portrait to capture there. But what if we want to add a little bit of definition to the face, a little bit of definition to the light and the shadow and the contrast of the image? We're going to feather the light, and all that means is we're going to bring this light down just a fraction, and we're going to turn it a little bit this way, so it's away from Tommy. So it's not just bouncing in now. The light that's coming out of the side, it's a reasonably shallow octabox, so there's going to be a lot of light spill coming out of both sides of this octabox. And the light spill coming out of this side is the light that's going to hit Tom's face here, so we're just going to move it a little bit closer, because the feathered light coming out of the edge is slightly weaker than having the majority of light hit our subject. So because it's slightly weaker, we can either turn the power up to compensate for that. I'll take out all those twos in the edit afterwards. We can turn the light up to compensate that. We could open up the aperture, but all I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it closer to our subject, and moving it closer is going to give us a softer light source. So what that means is, although there'll be more contrast because we've turned the light source away, there will be a nice range of tones from light to dark in this portrait here. I'm going to take the same picture here and just see how that has affected the shot here. So Tom's just going to look straight towards me here. Same pose again. 3, 2, and 1. And on that shot there you see, look at that. Lovely tonal range there. And we've got less light on the backdrop now, so it's an even darker portrait behind. I still want a little bit of that blue coming through, so we're just going to get Tom just to take a small step backwards. Perfect, and we're going to move this light in here. Perfect there, so we should get a little bit more spill on the backdrop now. So if we take the same picture again, we should see that we'll see a little bit of blue on the background there. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Nice and simple. Now if we turn our body away, we're just going to move on the posing here and see if we can just get something a little bit different where we're showcasing the title. And to showcase the title in this instance, what I'm going to choose to do is not have Tommy engage with the viewer. I'm not going to have him look at the camera. I'm going to have a look him off camera. Nice strong profile, like a superhero shot, looking off camera. Marvel superhero profile shot with the belt on this side, really singing and being the hero of the image. So we're just going to get you to do that now. Just turn and move your head this way, and then turn your body over this way, turn the body over this way so the belt's sort of held over here. So the body's there, head's there, simple as that. Really cool. Holding the jacket there, and let's just see how that looks now. Hold it here, 3, 2, and 1. Simple shot again. And we're getting nice light coming off of that championship belt there. If we get you to come forward just a little bit here, and we just feather the light even more here, should go even darker in the background, exactly the same pose again. And by feathering the light, even though he's come closer to the light, it should maintain a reasonably the same exposure here, which it has done. That's lovely there. Now the face is very, very bright in this photograph because it's very, very close to the light. I'm just gonna make that a little bit more subtle. And the way I'm gonna do that is by moving this light around here, almost 45 degrees behind, but with that feathered edge, even more turn. Have Tommy look off camera here, and let's have a look at that now. And this should give us a nice bit of rim lighting. There we go, just round the edge. And we're still getting a little bit of light on that championship belt, but not as much as I would like. And the thing we're going to bring in to get even more light back onto that championship belt is my favorite lighting accessory in the whole studio. I've told you about it in previous videos. You can buy them online for a tenner. It's my 5-in-1 reflector. And I've attached it here on a bayonet arm to my stand, so I don't need anyone to hold it for me. I'm going to bring it in here to the side there. And if we come in nice and close here, we'll be able to see, if we start moving our camera around here, you can see where it goes a bit more yellow as you move and come round this side. There we go. You can see where the reflection is coming off there. And by using this as a guide, we can, from my position here, I know I'm going to be taking the portrait about here, I know that I can start to move this to the best position where I can see the most reflection here coming back off the belt, and it's going to be around about there. If we go in close now, we'll see a nice shine coming in here from the championship belt off of that reflector. Same look there, off camera there for me, Tom, if we can, just looking off to the side. Move the shoulder back for me, not too much, that's perfect, just there. And now turn the head. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lovely bit of light coming back off of the belt there. Turn the body this way just a little bit more. Perfect. Let's move that light in here. Let's try again. There we go. Right, so hold that there. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful bit of gold on that belt now. Really singing in there. Bringing it back to our feathered light here. We're going to bring this light back so we get even more light bouncing back off of that reflector. And this is going to give it a real nice big punch. Looking straight towards me here. And we can see again here that if we move this light, there we go. If we move that reflector, still just looking at that reflection of the championship belt, holding the jacket open here for me, looking straight towards me, 3, 2, 1. Chin down just a fraction, 3, 2, 1. Looking down towards the belt for me, 3, 2, 1. We know from that first picture we're in the right place now. We've got the light coming across from this part here, we've got the light coming across here, bouncing off the reflector here, which is bouncing back into the championship belt here. So provided we don't move that light or move that championship belt now, we know we're in the right position to get real nice gold reflection here. Both hands on the belt there for me. Perfect. Lean the head down this way towards the belt. We're just going to let it just come down, just a fraction. We've just lost the reflection there. We can see it because we kept the modeling lamp on in this light here. Because that modeling lamp is hitting this, we can see the reflection. So every time there's a slight change in position of that belt, we can see where it's not reflecting back. So if I take this first shot here of him looking straight towards me, we can see this first shot, nice reflection. If you just make one small move round this way, just move back just a bit more, we can see looking back towards me, we can see there won't be a reflection here. We missed the reflection just by that tiny little bit of movement. So bring yourself back in towards me, looking down towards the belt. Perfect, we can go nice and close now here and get a really abstract one here, coming up nice and high. Obviously changing my camera position as well will slightly change the reflection, looking back towards me there for me, looking towards me. Turn the head this way over the top of the belt. So you turn, so lean it there, that's it, yeah, perfect. 3, 2, 1, go. And now one last one, big champion there for me. Just hold on to to your coat here for me on this side. That's it, yeah, looking straight towards me there for me. 3, chin down just a fraction, and one more. 3, 2, and 1, there. Good cocky expression. And look at that now. That championship belt is now the brightest part of that image. And we can make that thing sing and really, really sell the promotion that we're working for, but also sell the fact that Tommy's a champion. So when you're scrolling and when you see this photo, the first thing you see is this bright gold championship belt. And we didn't need more than one light to achieve it. One big light giving a soft light across the whole thing, giving us that classical look, which we established first. Move it around to give yourself different looks throughout the shoot. Bring it back to the look that you really, really enjoy. And then use that reflection to come off of the reflection here. Use that light to come off of the reflection over here to really, really put the sizzle on the steak and make that championship belt sing. Make every champion that you shoot look like Bret the Hitman Hart. Just a massive, that's the biggest compliment you can pay any wrestler, that's what I reckon. Tommy, have you had fun today?
Absolutely, thank
Cheers.
you very much.
All the best, mate. Take care. Woo.